Hello, everyone. I'm here today to give a dire warning to any person who is considering purchasing a Dualped electric scooter, to any person who is considering doing business with this company in any other way, or this person, the owner of Dualped. As you can tell, this scooter, I am the owner of one of these electric scooters. This is the exact same scooter that is advertised on dualped.com and on the YouTube channel. I believe the YouTube channel is Dualped Chris Dallas. This is the exact same type of scooter that is in the advertising on that channel. Before I purchased this scooter last year, and I believe it was in August of last year, I started having some serious health problems. I have a neuromuscular disease which makes it very difficult to perform certain daily activities, if not impossible. Therefore, I'm not able to work the way that I used to. So, money is very tight for me. And I explained all this to Chris Dallas, the owner of Dualped, before I purchased one of these scooters, and I told him that I was going to purchase one of these. I was interested in purchasing one of these because it was like I saw it as like an investment for me. Instead of having to burn gas in my car and spend money on gas or wear and tear on my car. So he knew full well that I'm not a rich man by any means. Um, I've written a bunch of stuff down here, as you can tell, because I want to make sure that I cover all of the things in my experience that I've been through with this company and this person. Uh, First off, Dualped is a company that is located out of Toronto, Ontario, in Canada. And I believe that this person also owns a scooter shop. At least that's what uh, he has shown in some of his videos, is a scooter shop, or right outside of a scooter shop. He's filmed some videos right outside of a scooter shop. Um, there's also another YouTube channel by the name of Fraud Watch TV. And I am here today to say that um, this person, Fraud Watch TV, was 100% accurate with what he's saying. If you go to his channel, if you look at his channel, um, he is exposing Mr. Dualped and what he's doing in all of his business practices. Um, Fraud Watch TV, apparently that this person knows a whole lot about electric scooters. And to you, sir, of this channel, I just want to say thank you. I think that you are an honorable person, and there is really nothing in it for you to come forth with this truth that you've come forth with, other than to try to help people and help people to keep from getting ripped off. I wish that your videos had been out there before I had made this purchase, but I guess sometimes things just happen. Um, but regardless, I just want to say thank you. Also, I want to say that I wanted to make this video a lot sooner, but due to my health problems, my doctor very strongly advised me to refrain from doing anything stressful, to get into detail about anything stressful. And I'm sure, as those of you watching, getting ripped off a few $1,000s worth is stressful to anyone. So it has been it has taken me several months to recover to get to the point where I feel now is the time for me to express uh, that what Fraud Watch TV is saying is absolutely 100% true. Um, the first when I placed this order, and I believe I placed the order in August, if I recall correctly, in August of last year, it was less than a year ago. Um, the first scooter that arrived in really horrible packaging. It did not even come with instructions. Uh, it you think about sending something overseas, you want to protect it. Well, this had very little protection, very little styrofoam packaging, um, and when I got the scooter out of the box, I realized that this is not the scooter that I even ordered anyway. The scooter that came with it, it did not have one of these switches. It only was dual motor all the time. Uh, so it was a different model of scooter. And a few things, these are very serious safety issues that came with the first scooter. The throttle did not work at times. So you'd be sitting in traffic and I would have the throttle depressed completely, full open throttle, and it would not respond. I'm sure you all can understand, that is a serious safety issue. The second problem that it had with it, this is the vertical shaft. This is a vertical shaft that is fitting down into a casing, and it makes contact right here at this point, and the handlebars are always supposed to stay in alignment with the wheel. I think that goes with any type of scooter or bicycle or motorcycle, whatever that you ride. But as I would make left-hand turns, for example, when I got out of the turn, the handlebars would be slightly turned, kind of forced into the left. And then I would make another left-hand turn and the handlebars would go even farther to the left. And it was not until you actually got off the bike and forced those handlebars back straight that those handlebars would be in alignment with the wheel. So that was the first thing. And that's obviously, that is a very serious safety issue. Or that's actually, the other safety issue was with the throttle. So I sent this back to Chris Dallas, and I think he realized that that was not the correct scooter that I ordered, and I would have him, at that time, I would have had him dead to right, because if you order anything with your credit card and you do not receive what you paid for, it's on the merchant to make things right. Otherwise, you automatically get your money back, reimbursed through your credit card company. So, in doing so, I had to exchange my email and phone number. I had to have conversations with him over the phone about this. He said, "Well, send me back the first scooter, and I'll send you your correct scooter." So I packaged the first scooter up, and I lived up to my word, and I sent it back to him. And then I received the second scooter. That's this scooter right here. This scooter, again, it arrived in very horrible packaging. There was not even signature required, no driver's license required. They just dumped it off on my doorstep the way they did with the first scooter. Needless to say, I've also had some serious issues with this scooter as well. The first thing I'll say is the battery life is nowhere near what is advertised by Mr. Dualped as being. On a full charge, which it takes about 8 hours, I get no more absolute tops no more than 15 miles out of it before I have to charge it back up another 8 hours. Now, that 15 miles also includes um, only keeping it on a single motor, not dual motor, and it also I'm not going very fast. I mean, I'm not opening the throttle up wide open. I'm uh, most of the time it's about halfway. Um, Mr. Dualped has quite a bit different story on this in his advertising, and I'm here to tell you that that is not true. What he's saying is not true with his advertising. Uh, Secondly, I had a charger that was defective that came with the scooter. Um, when I Before I purchased this scooter from Mr. Dualped, he explained to me that there would be a 1 year warranty on all parts and service for this scooter. Needless to say, he has not lived up to his word. He effectively laughed at me in a text message that he sent a few months ago regarding this scooter, and I was trying to get him to honor his 1 year warranty. He's not honoring his 1 year warranty. That's fraud in itself. Um, the other issue that I've had with this scooter is the brakes. Um, I had to take this to the bicycle shop the other day because I was getting no brakes at all. And after the mechanic worked on it, the bicycle mechanic did fix the problem, but he said there was about that much of the brake pad that was actually making contact with the proper location on the wheel where it needed to make contact with to stop the wheel from moving. And the bicycle mechanic went on to explain that uh, the the way that this scooter has been put together obviously has very little to absolutely no quality control. I am led to believe, in my assumption, that the scooters, the exact you can order as you if you check out Fraud Watch TV. If you go to Fraud Watch TV, and he even has a video on how to purchase a scooter from Alibaba.com for uh, a third of the price of what you get it from Dualped. I am under the assumption, after my informed experience with this, that I think that there is a lot more quality control that comes through ordering one of these exact same type of scooters from Alibaba than going through Dualped, being charged 3 times the amount and getting ripped off that way. Um, Now, I'm just making sure I cover everything here. Um, I I know that I made the mistake of purchasing one of these scooters. I felt like at the time that I was doing as much homework as I possibly could. I Googled Dualped. There was nothing that popped up other than the website. Googled the owner of Dualped, Chris Dallas. None of that popped up. Unfortunately, uh, the videos that Fraud Watch TV has put out were not the guy that does Fraud Watch TV was not aware of the the fraud that Dualped and Chris Dallas have perpetrated until just a few months ago. So I wasn't aware of this. Um, I guess I was duped, but so be it. And I am um, I find it very important to let those of you, any of you who may be interested in purchasing one of these scooters, to know that that is absolutely the wrong move to make. You don't want to get caught up in this. Um, I don't know if I've said this already, but I wanted to make this video sooner. But because of my health problems, because my doctor had advised me very strongly to remain from doing anything stressful at the time, um, I was very strongly advised to not do any of this, in which I haven't, in which I've been focused on um, healing myself. Um, so I, I just want to say to you, Mr. Fraud Watch TV, I believe you're a good man. I believe you're an honorable man with integrity. You have nothing to gain by putting those videos out there. Um, and I think that it's incredibly important that any of the rest of you who were ill informed like I was, you need to listen to him and you need to listen to me. After having gone through all this, I am here to tell you that this is not a company that you ever want to do business with. In my experience, this is not a person that you ever want to do business with, because in my experience, he is not an honorable person. He does not live up to his word in what he says he will do. And in my own experience, he is a very immature person. This is someone who has texted me after the fact. This was just a few months ago. And after I had gone to one of his video channels and tried to warn other people I've gone to one of his videos and tried to warn other people about doing business with him. He texted me and basically came from the perspective of a victim. And I just feel sorry for you, man. Obviously, there's just a whole lot of growing up that you have to do that you're not doing, and it's pretty obvious where you set your values. It's pretty obvious to me, at least. And all of these things that I'm saying, this is coming from firsthand experience with having done business with you. I feel sorry for you, man. And so I hope that those of you who are watching this, who don't know anything about this company or this person, that you listen. You listen to me, you listen to Fraud Watch TV, and as you can check out for yourself, you can order one of these things for a third of the price of what you're being ripped off for from Dualped. Also, this is a message straight to the owner of Dualped, Mr. Chris Dallas in Toronto, Ontario, in Canada. Sir, you are not to contact me in any way from now on. You are to leave me alone. You are not to call me on the phone. You are not to text me. You are not to send me any emails. If you do, it will be very well documented and recorded, and I will go straight to my law enforcement office and I will press charges against you for felony stalking. In this country, stalking is considered a felony, and I believe it's also a felony in Canada where you reside. Furthermore, I need to tell you that if you try to come down here to where I live, and you try to cause harm to me in any way, we as Americans are very well known for having very highly effective methods for defending ourselves, if you know what I mean. Defending ourselves and defending our property. You are to leave me alone, sir. That is what I am going to do for you, and I do not ever want to have any contact with you ever again. I will in no way reach out to contact you ever. The only time that you will ever hear from down here would be as if you are being contacted by law enforcement from down here. You need to abide by that, and you need to respect that. Anyway, to the rest of anyone else watching, thank you for watching this video. I wish everyone the best. Please please listen to Fraud Watch TV. Listen to what I'm saying, and be informed and not stupid. Thank you. Have a great day.